Hello, Christ Community Church. It's Pastor Ross doing a video recap from yesterday's sermon. We basically talked about foreign missions, but before we talked about foreign missions, we talked about God's mission to us, in that we normally don't expect very much from God at all, but the gospel has given us the power to think about the endless sea of God's love towards us, and to enjoy it, to be secured by it. That God's love for us is not dependent upon what we do, but dependent upon what Jesus has done, upon God's eternal fountain of love that never shuts off, that He gives to us. And so as Christians, we are full in that our job as Christians is simply to realize that. To be a Christian is to feast on the reality of the gospel. And from there, we are to take that reality outwards, not only to the city of Denton, but also to the world, in which there are 5 billion people who do not know Jesus, and almost 3,000 specific people groups who have never even heard the gospel. And so God is calling us to be involved with His Great Commission. He is calling us to, He's calling men and women, He's calling singles, He's calling college kids, He's calling everybody to leave their jobs, to leave their homes, to sell everything they own, and to move to another country, and to do missions, and to be on mission, to do what you're doing here over there. That we've been planting a church for the last 2 years, so you already have practice at it. And so if God is calling you to get on board with that, and I realize it's not everybody, but there is a call for everybody to be involved, some to actually go, others to give. And so God is calling us to be involved in this. And we ended yesterday really with a special time where several people raised their hands that they wanted to be involved in cross-cultural missions. And so we prayed for them and we challenged them. And so I want to challenge you to continue to pray for them throughout this week, to pray for God to make a way, for Him to make it clear, for them to not be afraid, to pray for provision, for training, for all the many things that need to happen for someone to get overseas or to another country. And so let's be, as a church that is a church that is used up, burned up for the glory of God, not trying to create our own reputation, but to simply give everything we have away to the Great Commission. That's why we're here. That's why you're here. And so get on this bandwagon with me, and let's do it together. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.